to start talking to you about how to do these unit conversions. I want to take you through the process here. The idea is whenever you're doing some sort of unit conversions that you know where you're at, you know where you want to go, and then you're going to try to figure out what unit conversions you need and work your way through. So I think we'll start out with something extremely simplistic and say, all right, let's find out how many inches are in 3.58 feet. So I'd like to know how many inches are in 3.58 feet. Okay? And you all know that there is one foot is equal to 12 inches. So if you're using the railroad track unit conversions method, you go with what you want up in the numerator. So I said we know that we have 3.58 feet. We want to know how many inches you want. So you put inches in the numerator. And then you say, well, what do I know about inches? Well, I know that there's 12 inches in 1 foot. If you do it this way, then you can sit there and maybe circle your inches and say, hey, look, I've got my inches dimension up there. I don't ever want to cross it out. So now I know that my feet down here aren't circled. I don't want feet. I want feet to go away. What else do I know about feet? Now, what you do is you put up here the 3.58 feet so you can cross them out. Now you say, well, why can you do that, Bruce? Well, if I told you that 2 divided by 2, what does that equal to? Well, that's equal to 1. What's 2.678 divided by 2.678? And you say, well, that's easy, Bruce. It's something divided by itself. It's 1. Well, those are numbers. You can do the same thing with units. What is a foot divided by a foot? Well, it's equal to 1 also. But you can't take what's a foot divided by an inch because they're not the same, so that's not necessarily 1, and you have to do something to cross it out. So here, in essence, what you're doing off here to the left right here is I put down that 12 inches 1 foot. You always say from top to bottom, you say you put this is equal to that. The 12 inches is equal to the 1 foot. 12 inches equal 1 foot. And you always put your conversion factors that are equal to each other above each other, one above the other. Then, when you want to cross something out, you put it either top or bottom. If foot is in the bottom and you want feet to cross out, you put your next feet measurement in the top so that what you have is a foot still divided by a foot, and you're able to cross out because, as we said over here, a foot divided by a foot is 1. So I can cross those out because it's the same as multiplying by 1. Now, at this point, we have no units left, and we can take 12, multiply by 3.58, and divide by 1, and we'll find out exactly how many inches are in a foot. 3.58 times 12, and you end up with 42.96 inches. Okay? So that's simply how we do it. Now let's take a look at the nuclear side of things. We have many different conversions that we have you learn, and one of the things we have had you learn out there is that 1 curie is equal to 3.7 times 10 to the 10th decays per second. We also had you learn that a becquerel, another radioactivity unit, is equal to 1 decay per second. And so we're just going to say, let's see, we have a 1.67 nanocuries of substance, and we want you to convert that into kilobecquerels, we're going to say. And hopefully you've learned so far that a nano is equal to the 10 to the minus ninth of a base, and kilo is equal to 10 to the third of a base.